What if the reason you can't save money has nothing to do with your income? Picture a woman in Tokyo quietly tucking folded yen notes into an old tea tin behind her kitchen cupboard. She isn't hiding it from her family, she's hiding it from her own impulse to spend. This quiet ritual is just the first of 13 ordinary Japanese money habits. None of them ask you to earn more. None of them ask you to give up the things you love. They just ask you to see money a little differently and pay close attention to habit number 13, because it quietly cuts two completely separate monthly bills at once. 1. Hesokuri, or tansu chokin, the secret cash. In many Japanese households, it's traditionally the wife who manages this hidden cash tucked into a drawer, a cookie tin, or the pages of a book no one else opens. It isn't about secrecy for its own sake. It's a private emergency fund, built slowly, that lives completely outside the family's everyday spending money. This works because the money becomes psychologically off-limits. The moment it disappears from daily view, your brain stops treating it as available, the same way you wouldn't casually spend cash that belonged to a stranger. That small mental separation is often the difference between a fund that grows and one that quietly gets drained. You don't need a tea tin to use this idea. A separate savings account you never check, with no card attached and no app notifications, does exactly the same job. The point isn't where the money sits, it's that you stop seeing it as spendable. 2. Kakeibo, handwritten money journal. Kakeibo is a household budgeting practice over a century old. You write down every expense by hand in a notebook, then sort it into categories at the end of each month. No spreadsheet, no app, just a pen and a page. Here's the surprising part. This handwritten habit can cut spending by 15 to 20%, simply because it forces you to notice where the money actually went. The friction of writing by hand is exactly what makes it effective. It slows you down long enough to actually feel each purchase. Try this for 1 week. Before you buy anything, even a coffee, write it down first. You'll likely catch yourself hesitating over purchases you'd normally make without a second thought. Third money habit is MA, the 72-hour rule for non-essentials. MA is a Japanese concept that roughly means the pause, the space between things. Applied to money, many frugal households turn it into a simple rule. Before buying clothes, gadgets, or home decor, you write the item down and wait at least 24 to 72 hours before deciding. Picture a woman standing in front of a dress on a store rack, already imagining herself wearing it to a friend's birthday dinner. In the old pattern, she buys it right there. With the MA rule, she photographs it, writes down the price, and walks away. 2 days later, the urgency is usually gone, because the emotional pull that made it feel necessary has faded with it. Before we jump into the next habit, let's take a quick pause. If you're building real financial security step by step, drop a quick comment below saying, "I am a saver." It takes 2 seconds, but it's a great way to claim that mindset and see how many people are on this exact same path with you. Fourth one on our list is chokin, pay yourself first. Chokin simply means savings. The moment your salary lands, a fixed percentage moves straight into savings before you touch a single penny of it. This flips the entire order of your finances. Instead of saving what is left at the end of the month, which for most people is nothing, you treat savings like a bill that has to be paid immediately. Your lifestyle then has to fit around what remains, instead of savings being squeezed into whatever's left over. This works because willpower is a limited resource, and by the middle of the month, most of us have used ours up. Automating the transfer removes the need to make that decision at all. 5. Envelope system. The envelope system takes your salary and physically divides it, either into real cash envelopes or strict digital buckets, one for rent, one for food, one for transport, one for savings, and one for fun. Each envelope has a hard limit. The power of this system is visual and immediate. When the food envelope is empty, you can see it and feel it. There's no vague sense of, I think I still have money left. You know exactly how much is available for the rest of the month, which removes the guesswork that lets most budgets quietly fail. If carrying cash feels impractical, a set of separate digital accounts, one per category, recreates the exact same hard stop. 6. Kakeibo Money Date, Weekly 10-Minute Check-In. This is a shorter, weekly version of the kakeibo habit. Once a week, you sit down for about 10 minutes and look at what came in, what went out, and which category quietly grew larger than it should have. This small ritual catches creeping expenses, a forgotten subscription, or one too many food delivery orders before they become a permanent part of your monthly spending. 10 minutes a week is nothing compared to the hours most of us spend scrolling, yet it's often the single habit that keeps every other habit on this list on track. Pick one day, maybe Sunday evening, and treat it like a standing appointment with yourself. We've covered how to manage systems. The next 5 habits tackle the smallest, quietest choices around food, where the average household leaks money every single day simply through repetition. 7. Bento, homemade lunch instead of takeaway. Bento is the habit of packing a simple homemade lunch, usually rice, a protein, and a couple of vegetables in a compact box. It isn't a fancy meal prep trend, it's just what people quietly do every morning. Picture a woman rushing out the door at 8 a.m., phone in one hand, bag in the other. She could grab a sandwich near the office for the 3rd time that week, or she could pack a bento the night before in 15 minutes. Over a single month, that one small switch redirects the cost of 10 or more restaurant meals straight back into her own pocket. You don't need to master Japanese cooking to do this. Leftover rice, a boiled egg, and whatever vegetable is already in your fridge is enough. The habit isn't about elaborate food, it's about removing the daily decision to spend. 8. Shun, seasonal and local food by default. Shun refers to eating whatever produce and fish are naturally in season. Traditional Japanese cooking has always leaned on this, simply because seasonal food doesn't have to travel far or fight scarcity to reach your plate. Seasonal eating naturally costs less than reaching for imported or out-of-season ingredients, which carry higher transport and storage costs. This single shift lowers your grocery bill without you ever feeling like you're restricting what you eat. You're simply eating what the season already wants to give you. 9. Hungry shopping rule. This one is refreshingly simple. Avoid grocery shopping while hungry and keep cheap, simple snacks at home. Hunger fundamentally changes how your brain values items. Everything in the store suddenly looks appealing, and a quick 15-minute grocery run turns into a cart full of things you never planned to buy. A simple bag of nuts or a piece of fruit before you leave the house is often the only tool you need to protect your budget from your own biology. 10. Jihanki Zero, carry your own drinks and snacks. It is built around one daily rule. Always carry your own water, tea, coffee, or a small snack whenever you leave the house. Small, repeated purchases are the quietest way money disappears. A vending machine drink here, a convenience store snack there, rarely feels like real spending in the moment. Yet it adds up every single day you step outside unprepared. A reusable bottle and a small snack in your bag costs almost nothing, and it removes the temptation entirely before it starts. 11. Ishuzanzai, simple meal structure. It translates to 1 soup, 3 sides, plus rice. It's a traditional meal structure built around modest portions of grains, vegetables, tofu, and a small amount of fish, rather than expensive block of protein. This structure keeps daily food costs low while still feeling like a complete, satisfying meal. The variety across several small dishes does the heavy lifting that one expensive ingredient usually does. You're not eating less, you're eating differently. Try building just one dinner this week around this structure. A small soup, rice, and 2 or 3 simple sides. Quick pause. Which of these daily food habits have you already been doing without realizing it was a Japanese money habit? Tell me in the comments below. 12. Madanai, or kintsugi, repair instead of replace. Madanai is a word that captures regret over waste, and kintsugi is the art of repairing broken pottery with gold, making the crack part of the object's story instead of a reason to throw it away. Together, they shape a habit of repairing things instead of automatically replacing them. Picture a woman opening her cupboard and finding a favorite mug chipped along the rim that she almost drops straight into the bin. Traditional households instead patch clothes, fix appliances, and mend what they already own, treating repair as the default, not a last resort. Before you throw something away this week, ask one question: can this actually be fixed? A sewing kit, a tube of glue, or a 5-minute repair tutorial often solves what felt like a reason to spend. 13. Senta kimono kanso zero, hang dry laundry. Many Japanese apartments never had space for a clothes dryer, so hang-drying laundry on a balcony rack or an indoor pole became the default. Today, it remains a quiet, consistent money habit. Skipping the dryer trims your electricity bill every single week. But more importantly, it stops the heat damage that breaks down fabric fibers, meaning your clothes last twice as long before needing to be replaced. It's a single habit that saves money in 2 places at once: your utility bill and your wardrobe. If you already own a drying rack, this costs you nothing to start today. If you don't, a simple foldable rack pays for itself within a couple of months. None of these 13 habits are complicated, and that's exactly the point. A handwritten journal shows you the truth about your spending. A short pause protects you from your own impulses, and you don't need to try all 13 at once. Pick the single habit that felt the most doable while watching, and start it this week. Which one will it be? Tell me in the comments, because next week I want to hear how it went. If this brought a little clarity to your day, please give it a like and share it with someone who might need it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to join us as we keep building a simpler, more intentional life.